Wow, 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 wow.
So I'm thinking about how for such a long time, you know, and I talk about weed so much, but for such a long time, like getting together with friends to go smoke weed somewhere or finding a place to go walk around after, smoking in my car was one of the few times when I found motivation enough to go out and enjoy the beauty of a local park or or honestly to even like walk around the neighborhood. I was never seeking out those types of opportunities. And right as I sit down here in the park in a suburb of Portland, right outside the city, I I see these fellas who just pulled up over here next to me at a picnic table, and they're rolling up some weed. They're chatting. They're also smoking weed in a legal state. So I try to imagine like growing up where weed was like right alongside alcohol, where it was like you can't go into the liquor store, you can't go into the dispensary, but like you're gonna get weed, we're gonna have alcohol at our high school parties, like that wasn't an issue. And and the level of freedom that you might feel as these kids likely are to be out and about and to know that like you're not risking going to juvie or that type of shit. And so, first of all, the fact that we have many states popping up. Okay, you know about the weed thing. People are in jail, even in legal states, because they were arrested when it was illegal and like all this shit. But, oh, yep, I hear the coughing. I hear the coughing. We got the homies getting stoned. And you got me, the 30-year-old adult, within earshot. And that probably would have like freaked me out. I would have been like, come on, there's this guy over here, dude. We can't smoke. And like I said, I'm already starting to feel the oh god. Anyway, man, that really hurt my ear. But I wanted to talk to you guys about uh, what happened to me yesterday and what I'm going through today and the way that I have really traversed this up and down that's been really intense with my money stress, my money fear, in a way, my clinging to the story of lack, of feeling like there's not an option for me to to have enough or to ever get ahead of what I view to be my money stress and my having dug myself into a pit of feeling like, my God, with my student loans and with my credit card debt that I'd slowly built over the past 6 years in trying to access something that wasn't feeling like I'm filled with lack, and that, putting gas money on the credit card, my trip to Thailand and my flights on my credit card, and um, my eating out on my credit card, and my wanting to buy something but not having the cash on hand, and then telling myself the story that, well, when I do have the cash, I'll pay it back, but always needing to prioritize the bills that were coming up rather than paying back the thing that I wanted, that I haven't consciously put in extra effort towards income making to pay back what I'd spent, and now finding myself in a hole that feels so intimidating, it makes me want to roll over and cry. After dropping my car off for a regular oil change, and then finding out I needed a new battery, I needed a new suspension belt, and then finding out that my brakes are on their last couple of months of life, and being slapped with a $1,100 bill, where right now it's a big stressor for me to pay my $1,300 monthly bills with rent and loans and car insurance and all this stuff, and feeling like, holy fuck, what have I done? And being like, hearkening back to recently on the podcast and on TikTok, and I think a little bit in my conversation with Heaven. Go ahead and check out that episode. That was my last interview that I did on Stream of consciousWes. And thinking about how, like, in my search for my ikigai, my reason to jump out of bed in the morning, and knowing that I want to find something that pays my bills and that also strikes the match of my passions, and that doesn't make it hard to make a living, as pretty much my experience has been in life up to this point. And so I think about feeling like, man, the domino or the catalyst that I wish I had was, I wish I was fired, so that I would be forced to find a new thing. And being met with this car maintenance bill that is incredibly intimidating, and that makes me have to truly just wholeheartedly rethink my whole budgeting for the next month or two, is in fact a strong message to make me realize, yeah, I don't want to be delivering food right now. I don't want to be putting such wear and tear on my car that's going to be, it's a necessary consequence of that choice, that I'm going to be met with the fact that my car needs to be upkept, and that it's not in my budget to save up for that type of rainy day. And so I was struggling and feeling and crying and just feeling like I didn't have, like I'm hopeless, feeling like, oh my God, my car is about to fall apart, and the only way that I can save up the money to pay for my car falling apart is to put more wear and tear on my car, and I don't want to be doing that because it's this asset, and I can't imagine if my car were to break down and I couldn't pay for it, and then I can't afford a new car, and all of this just boom, and this catastrophizing about this wall of an unclimbable hill, and then seeing, wow, there are actually choices I can make today, this is yesterday, that can help me affirm to myself, to the universe, that there is another way. I have options. I have potential opportunities and different jobs and things I can apply for, and ways that I can go about weaning myself off of this particular job, stepping towards something new. And what better a slap in the face than this bill that I have to put on hold and save up for and remind myself that I don't want to be a delivery guy at all anymore. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I applied for some jobs and I have an interview scheduled for tomorrow. I got a call. I'm going to work potentially as a caregiver for a couple of people, hang out with them, help them around the house, be an ear, be a friend, help them figure out and manage some of their stress, and that's what I need too. I'm showing up here on the podcast recognizing that, like, y'all, shout out to the 5 people who've been listening to these past few episodes. I see every day there's usually 4 to 6 people that are giving me those listens and who are tapping in and y'all are my friends out here, dude. And I know that there's a lot of navigating tough shit. And one of the things that I was feeling like I was going through, whoa, squirrel fight. Whoa, squirrel fight. Dang, these homies playing tag. Oh, get his ass. Oh, he's like dodging and dipping. He's literally like going zigzag. Y'all crazy. Oh my God, y'all crazy. And yeah, it does remind me about the prioritizing of having a good time, of having fun. For me, stepping here and not overthinking what I'm about to say and remembering that there's no rule book, there's no time limit, there's no list of things that I have to get to, there's no syllabus to, there's no brand that I'm working for that I have to make sure I have enough time to get a mid-roll ad or any shit like that. Not that I'm opposed to working with a brand. Shout out to you, potential brands. Send me some of your shit and I'll promote it if I like it. But that when I was feeling like, oh my God, holy shit, a bunch of fucking money I gotta pay. Now I'm imagining, holy fuck, I gotta work all day, every day for the next 2 weeks in order to just scrape by. Feeling like, oh shit. Damn, I should have worked yesterday. Why did I take a day off? And then now I have this huge bill and oh my God, I'm so fucked. All this stuff. And all of this scatterbrained, stressful, self-attacking and shaming and guilt that I send towards these actions. And so I think when I recognize that there's not what I was going to say is that the thing that came into my mind was that, oh my God, I'm going to have to not do my podcasts. Man, I'm going to have to abandon my Wordle videos. How can I consciously prioritize my art when I have to grind to survive out here? And it's just my negative mindset about what I'm capable of and what my strengths are and how bountiful life truly is. And I'm tuning into that. I don't want that to be an afterthought. I don't want to have myself stumble upon that here and there in times of intense worry. I don't want to abandon my fucking passion, abandon my love for myself and my love for creating ideas out of thin air by following my stream of consciousness, my letting myself flow into the bounty of the ideas that my experiences lead me to be able to comment on and to be able to create for you and for me. And, it's like this feeling like, who the fuck am I to think that I have anything to teach anyone, that anyone would ever listen to me, because I don't have my life figured out. And so much of the reason that I think that is because of all the debt I've accumulated and of the way that I don't feel secure financially right now. And look, of all the things that all of us out here will never post on social media, it's the fact that a lot of us are stressed about money, right? And, we all know consciously that there's the cultural weird thing about like don't talk about your salary at work, and don't really talk about your promotions, or that's not like a comfortable thing that a lot of us like to talk about because that's not very good or whatever, or recognizing that it's like, oh yeah, employers benefit from us taking serious this taboo thing about money. And like, yo, are y'all able to handle an $1,100 bill just boom out of the blue that you didn't expect? I hope you are, but I imagine a lot of us are like, damn, even if you have that amount of money saved up, like, that's your savings. Like, it's like, how long does it take any one of us to save up $1,000 without a reason to do so, to just save? And I don't want to be assuming that everyone struggles like me, but the experiences that we have are not ours alone. Like, there are too many of us out here. The world isn't that different. Shout out to my fellow Door Dashers out there. Shout out to the people who are just trying to put together the fucking, make your ends meet. What's the phrase? Making your ends meet. Like sacrificing on the stuff that you can sacrifice on, and then guiltily feeling like, well, I wanna go out to eat, but I can't justify spending $50 on one meal. Like, how? That's like half of 100, and 100 is like 1/3 of my student loan payment, and it's like, I get near and in proximity of kind of the manifest your abundance and step towards your abundance mindset, and there's that part of me that likes to think about that because I love the phrase, like, if you spend money to make money. And I'm like, oh, I can spend money. Damn right I can spend money. I'll have that shit gone in a second. But this feeling of like, if you're trying to access abundance, act like you are already abundant. And I think that there's something about that makes me feel like, should I? Can I justify, buying stuff I don't need because it feels good, because I'm telling myself the story that I want to access abundance, and I don't actually want to think about how to maintain a budget or how to be smart. I don't think I'm smart with my money. but I don't think I'm overly frivolous either. And so now, as I have had this experience yesterday of reaching a very high stress moment, feeling afraid and ashamed and humiliated and fearful that I'm not going to be able to make my ends meet, and then allowing that to then, after sitting with it for an hour, allowing that to actually be a motivation to say, yeah, I do want to motivate myself to apply for some other gigs and open up my life and just do something new. It's like you don't always have to step into your next career. You just gotta step somewhere new. New experiences lead you somewhere new. And that's where I know I'm headed, is somewhere new. I don't have an expectation of myself right now to find my dream job scrolling on Indeed, But there's the next thing that's going to be different, that's going to give me new experiences, that's going to help me hone my, interacting with someone on a regular basis and stepping into a leadership role, or honing other skills, or just doing something different with my hands, getting on my feet instead of sitting in my car all day. Like, all of these things, while not some crazy huge step towards my dream on the surface, have me stepping towards a life where I know I want to be on my feet. I want to be having my hands in something real. I want to be talking and interacting and helping someone on a tangible level. And those opportunities are bountiful. But if I feel so stressed that I don't allow myself the time to rest, allow myself the time to recognize I can spend an afternoon writing a cover letter, sending something out, because that's aligning my energy with the place I want to be and the things I want to be doing. That's good. Life is good. My life is good. So thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. It was a really big fulcrum moment. Recognizing that I'm in a new chapter. It's like today's the first day when I've even driven for DoorDash with my new mullet, and I'm already feeling like I'm looking onward. Mullet Wes is a vibe. Mullet Wes looks ahead. Mullet Wes is an opportunist. It's true. I'm making it happen. Life is abundant. Life is available. I'm a seeker. I'm a creator. I'm finding it. I'm open to receiving. And I don't know how it'll turn out. I don't. And that is good. Because I can't even dream big enough yet. I gotta practice. And I can, and I will, and I am. Practice dreaming big. Practice not trying to force yourself into something so specific that you end up closing yourself off to the opportunities that are headed your way. Practice being open to accepting that which you cannot anticipate. And I'll do it too. And I'll tell you about how it goes. And you tell me, if you're one of the 5 people that have been listening to these episodes, I want you on the podcast. I'm looking to do a few more interviews. I want to bounce my energy off of you. I want to get deep. I don't want to do the surface level stuff. I want to talk about our problems, because guys, we got problems. And we don't have to label them as problems, but we have stressors. We have difficulties. We have moments when we don't know what to do, or we have trouble doing what we wish we had an easy time doing, and we close ourselves off, and we shame ourselves, and we feel frustrated, and we feel excited. And all of those things have a lot of depth and a lot of lessons and a lot of opportunity for new insight when we can share it with each other, and when we're not afraid of being found out, when we're not embarrassed that life isn't what we show on Instagram. I'm letting go of being embarrassed. It's okay to struggle, and it's okay to need others. We are a communal species. That is how we survive out here on Earth, is we take care of each other. So come talk to me. I'll be talking to you anyway. Thanks for listening. This is Stream of consciousWes. Be your conscious best. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Said to myself, and here I am, here I am. I've arrived and I'm fine, and I'm finding myself on the line, yeah. I hope you're picking up that phone call, Wesley. You can make it all, get the wrong impression every single time. I'm learning my lesson. All these hates, I'm in a rush. You can tell me I've been whipping that ass. All of my love in the pocket. Every time I thought I could stop it, but it keeps rolling on. Yes, it keeps rolling, rolling on. I've been alive this whole damn time. This whole damn time. Yes, I'm feeling my body, baby, and I'm learning to figure out all of these obstacles, these things. I'm filling my life up with love. Cannot stop telling you I am finally alive, watch the ancient moments pass us by, pass us by. Watch the olden words fill your mind, your mind.
wow, 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 wow.